FactsVerse presents A stranger who got a man's daughter pregnant says he doesn't love her and then makes a shocking request. Before we get into this video, how about we take a pregnant pause and ask you to click that like button. And also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. While teen pregnancy statistics have gone down over the last decade, many teens do still get pregnant. Some teens are in a relationship and, like many teenagers, they are just careless. When they are, it often results in a pregnancy. There are some teens who meet just once, only to find out that there's a baby on the way. And that's what happened to a girl named Stacy. She was only 17 years old when she went to a party with a group of friends. At the party, she had a few drinks, and then, next thing she knew, she was making out with a boy that she had never met before. One thing led to another, and the two ended up having sex. Little did Stacy know that that night she conceived a child. A few weeks later, she told her parents that she was pregnant. They asked her who the father was, but she wouldn't say. Her parents believed that she was so secretive because she was embarrassed that she had gotten pregnant after having a one-night stand. Since Stacy and the boy who got her pregnant had mutual friends, she was able to find out who he was, what his name was, and was able to tell him that she was expecting his baby. Well, one day Stacy's father was sitting out on the steps enjoying a glass of iced tea, and he had just finished mowing the lawn, taking a few minutes to relax, and while he was on the steps, a truck pulled up in front of the house. It wasn't a nice truck, and the boy who stepped out looked very young. Stacy's father sat watching as the boy came up the walkway. He had a feeling he knew who the boy was, but he wanted to hear it from him first. The boy told Stacy's father that he was the father of her unborn baby. He said that he was only 18 years old, he had just graduated from high school, and he told Stacy's father that he didn't have a job or any means to support the child. He explained that he didn't know Stacy well and that the baby wasn't conceived out of love. This strange boy who got his daughter pregnant told him that he didn't love his daughter, but he never thought that the boy would ask him this. Stacy's father was the general manager at a car dealership in town. He owned several dealerships around the state, in fact, and the boy knew this, and it was the reason he wanted to talk to her father. He said that while he didn't know Stacy well and that they weren't going to be in a relationship or get married, he wanted to be able to support Stacy and the baby. He asked Stacy's father if he would be willing to give him a job at one of his dealerships. Stacy's father asked what type of job he wanted. The boy told him that he had never had a job before at all, and he would just take whatever the man would offer. He said that he'd like to work his way up to a salesman because he knew that he could make a good living that way. He knew that in time he'd be able to support his child. Stacy's father agreed and gave the boy a job. It's been 10 years now since the young boy approached Stacy's father in that front yard. Today he's 28 years old, he's married to a different, lovely woman. The two have a child together themselves, and he shares custody of the child with Stacy. Since the day she gave birth, he has been supporting that baby. He's been a huge part of the child's life. He's still working for Stacy's father, too. In fact, today he's the manager of one of the dealerships, and he makes a pretty good living. And he has a great relationship with Stacy and her whole family. The boy was willing to take responsibility for his child. He did something incredibly brave to have the means to support that child, especially at such a young age. Most teenagers would be terrified to approach the father of a teenage girl who they got pregnant. This boy was brave. He took the necessary steps to be sure that his baby and his baby's mother were supported financially. Why can't more men be this responsible? Subscribe for more.